2020 wasn't the best year for a lot of us. We all started the year with dreams and hopes and wishes and things that we wanted to accomplish. 2020 seemed like the year that things were going to change for the better, that things were going to be great. And not to say that the year maybe didn't start that way. We all went into 2020 thinking, hey, this is my year. And for a lot of us, things turned upside down. The world turned upside down. And today's video, I just wanted to share some of the blessings, the hurdles that I overcame in 2020, and what are my prayers, my hopes and dreams for 2021 as we are entering the third week of the year. Most of the times on the third week, most people have forgotten about their goals, their dreams, and what they want to accomplish because, hey, real life hits us hard sometimes. So I just wanted to bring this video. It's going to be a little bit more deep and heartfelt, but I am glad that you are here, and let's jump right into it. Hi guys, my name is Lillian, and today we are going to be talking about 2020. God, what a year to remember, right? If you haven't yet, like this video, like this channel, subscribe to my channel, y'all. If you haven't already, I post videos every week. 2020 has taught me a lot of lessons. It was a year of a lot of pain, but also so much growth, so much change, so much discovery, and yes, a lot of overcoming. This pandemic and illness turned our world upside down, and I am not yet used to this new normal or this life as of yet, and I don't think I ever will, because let's be honest, wearing a mask constantly, it's dreading. But let's just talk about the blessings and the things that I was able to overcome. Let's look back, and honestly, let's talk to ourselves back. And what would you do differently now going forward in 2021 with all the knowledge and things that you overcame in 2020? So, one of the things that changed majorly in my life that I never, and when I tell you this, I never would have thought would happen, would be homeschooling. I went from being a mom that worked full time, drove her kids to school, came back to care of the house, to now being a full-time homeschool mom. And what a difference that is. I didn't think into the end of the year of 2020 that I was even capable of continuing on this journey. And I have now come to a realization, it was really at the end of the year, it took a long time, that honestly, this is my calling. Homeschooling my kids is my journey. And I would have never have started it or jumped into this journey if it wasn't for all that we were going through, all the fears that we had to overcome, all the uncertainties. And not to say that 2021, it's not going to be a year of uncertainties, but it doesn't stop us from moving and going to things that sometimes are risky or challenging because of the fear of what is going to happen. So one of the things that I learned for sure in 2020 is I am more than capable. I am built, I am strong, I am wise and intelligent enough that I can take on risks that I wouldn't think I was capable of. And so are you. I know that you probably have a story that you say, hey, I overcame something that I never thought that I would have the courage to overcome. So that's the one thing that I learned in 2020 is that I can overcome situations to the greater. And another thing that it started in 2020 that was challenging and I'm still learning, but I have found great joy in is this channel. This channel, it's still in the beginning stages of it, but it has my heart. And it started in 2020 because of the pandemic. It started because I was home and not knowing where the direction it was going to go of my life. I quit my job while I was where we're going through the pandemic because the kids were home and I had to do remote learning with them in the beginning, at the end of their school year. And it was just really hard to juggle working at a lawyer firm and having to deal with educating, or not even educating, just being there to assist the kids with their homeschooling or their finishing their school year. And it was very, very stressful. And unfortunately, I had to leave. I mean, not only did I have to leave, she had to close the office for a couple months. And that put a strain in me because our future when we are employees depend on somebody else. And we're like, hey, what can I do? I always wanted to do YouTube, but I never had the courage to do it. I was always afraid or not feeling like I had anything to bring up to the table. And with everything that's happened, I have decided to say, hey, I do have some value in me. I do have something that I can bring to the table. This channel has started with finance, which is something that I was super passionate about, that it's been my whole entire career, let's just say, and it's now turned into more something else, more motherhood and lifestyle channel. But I am so happy to have jumped into this life, to have taken a step of faith and putting my face in a camera that most of the times is not super easy to do. But taking that leap of faith and saying, hey, I don't know where this is going yet. I'm still such in the beginning stages of this channel, but I am so excited that I do have this platform where I can share, even if it was just a few, encouragement, hope, and just sharing my journey with you that's listening to this. Another thing that I started in 2020, which in the beginning of the year, things wasn't as scary as they were mid and March, but I started doing Airbnb and I was super excited. Things were picking up slowly. And when the pandemic happened, I was devastated because no one was traveling. And here I was with the whole apartment empty, furnished, waiting to receive people and host them, and not being able to because of the pandemic. And it was scary because the Airbnb is such a huge part of our income in our house, and not to have it because no one was going anywhere was a bit scary. But the few months leading up to the shutdown, I was so blessed to have made over 2 months of my mortgage payment because I decided to do it. And I am so excited to be able to say, hey, I took those leaps of faith. And thinking about it, all these things that I decided to do, I was really afraid and didn't think I was capable of. But when you take a step of faith and taking yourself out of your comfort zone, we never know how great it can be. And in the beginning, we were still adding of our income towards this house and our mortgage. And now I can tell you for months, I don't even remember the last time that I had to contribute to this part of our life. And this has been such a blessing. And everyone can do it. I'm not special. You are special. You are great as well. And I'm not saying I'm not special. I'm not any different from you. I am just a regular person who saw an opportunity and saw, hey, things are changing. Why not do this? And we started and things are being great. Yes, it's slow at times. There's times that it's crazy. Sometimes I think maybe this is not the right path because we are dealing with people and not everyone is like us. Not everyone is kind to your home. And thinking as a business owner, it takes some time to develop, and I'm still developing it now. And another thing that I started in 2020 that it has been a blessing has been the podcast. If you haven't heard, we started a podcast, my best friend and I, called Uncommon Motherhood. And we started at the end of the year. And we're super excited to take this leap of putting our vulnerability out there to you so you could come on this adventure with us and feel like you have a friend in us. So that's the purpose and the goal of our podcast, is just to share our experience and give encouragement and hope as well to someone like you and me. And I've been growing and learning so much. And not to say that 2020 was all blessings. Obviously, COVID, my husband had it. It was a hard time. We finished the year in a harder time than we started, but I am excited for what's to come. I'm excited for all the challenges that we're gonna overcome and grow from. Like I was saying, not to say that it didn't come with some challenges, it didn't come with some depressions. I started therapy because of COVID, because of 2020 and all the hardships and all the headaches and depression that started to build up, that I said I can't allow myself to continue on in this journey if I don't fix it right now and take care of it. There was loss in the family. There was challenges in overcoming with friendships, with dealing with my emotions and myself, dealing with news and everything that's going on in 2020, negativity, pain, and just trying to find myself and my voice in all of it. It didn't come with hardship. It did come with a lot of hardship, financial hardship at times. And we're overcoming it. And I just wanted to give a word of encouragement. The past is the past, right? There's no point of dwelling in what happened in 2020. What we can look at is, okay, where were the blessings of 2020? I'm going to challenge you to take a look at the year 2020 and find at least 3 blessings that the year brought you. In the midst of all the chaos and headache, what are the 3 things that you were encouraged or you grew from? And I really want to challenge you to do that. Write it down. 3 things that 2020 taught you. And with that being said, 2021 means there's a new slate for us to start over. But I don't want for us to think of 2021 as of starting over only in the beginning of the year. And then life happens and then we start over again now just at the end of the year in 2022. We can start over every day. 2021 is a year that you can overcome every single year, every single day, every single month. It is your chance to say, hey, I'm tired of being sick and tired, and take leaps of faith. I think 2021 is going to be a huge year for me where I'm going to be taking bigger risk because I have created a thicker skin. I'm excited to be able to grow this channel and becoming better at editing, at recording, at the subjects that I'm bringing to you. I'm excited to continue growing our podcast. I'm excited to expand my Airbnb vision and maybe embark in another business adventure. I think the world now has seen how much we can do it from our home. And there is a space for you. There is a space for me. There's a space for everyone to achieve what they want to achieve. And it's not a pandemic or a virus that's going to stop you and the blessings that God has for us because of it. So I really hope that this short video can encourage you, can give you some thought or food for brain for food, one or the other, where you can say, what can I accomplish in 2021? And remember that if life hits you and you stumble, it's not about how many times you have fallen, but how many times you have gotten up. And every time an adversity comes or a challenge comes, instead of us looking at it, man, this sucks, say, hey, what is the blessing? What is the message that I'm trying to take out of this? One of my goals for 2021 is to be able to read more books, feed my brain with more positivity, to feed my brain with more knowledge of other people, and to be able to grow more as a businesswoman, to grow more and to continue working on becoming the best mom and teacher that I can be for my kids and a wife and all of that. We want to maybe move soon. And I have some dreams that I don't want to just stay here in this city and state that we live in. I want to be able to live in a different state and have different houses, and just so much that we can accomplish. And I know you can accomplish too. I would like for you to comment down below what is one of your 2021 goals, and let's talk and chit chat and see what is it that you want to accomplish in 2021. I'm super excited for this year. I can't wait to continue sharing this journey and to continue growing with you and becoming better people, and just continue to expand and grow and find the goals in the midst of all the mud that we have to deal in through year in and year out. I hope you guys have a blessed and amazing day. Don't forget, before you go, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below. I would love to interact with you. It's always fun getting to know and talk to you a little bit. It always warms up my heart. And also let me know, what kind of videos do you want to see in 2021 as we continue on this growth journey that we are, that is called life. I appreciate you so much, and have a great day.